Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And I gotta start with this from the Crypto Basic. Expert says you'd have to be insane to think Bitcoin is a better investment than XRP. You're going to get a much better return on investment from XRP than what you're going to get from Bitcoin. Anybody buying Bitcoin today, all they could expect is maybe, even in the most bullish scenario, a 2x on their investment. XRP is an easy 10x. Most people are expecting a 20 to 50x plus for XRP. But it goes beyond that. XRP is a better investment because it actually has a use case and utility. Bitcoin has no use case. It's too slow and it's too expensive. Crypto market sees over $1 billion in daily liquidations. Bitcoin drops below 100K. And people will always argue Bitcoin's the greatest store of value in our lifetime. Yet every time something happens in the real world, it drops so fast. It is not a good store of value. It's only a good store of value when nothing's going on. But soon as some sort of crisis shows up, that's it. Bitcoin is crashing out. And we've seen that time and time again. And right now, we're also at a time where we're going to a gold-backed system. This comes from Black Swan Capitalist. Gold is being reclassified under Basel III. Central banks are buying it for a reason. It's not just a hedge anymore. It's the foundation of a new system. Take a listen to this clip.
We have a tremendous paradigm shift that's going on, where money is not coming into the United States, where the long bond is not a flight to quality asset. Gold suddenly is the flight to quality asset. People, I think Costco is selling gold retail and they can't keep it in stock, you know. And gold has gone from it was living at $1,800 an ounce not very long ago, and once it broke above 2,000, it was just straight up. And now it's basically a third of 10,000. 3,333 and 33 cents it was actually when I looked at it yesterday. So it's I think gold is a real asset class. It's no longer for lunatic survivalists and wild speculators. It's viewed as an asset class, and central banks have been accumulating gold. Gold was stuck in the mud because for a decade or more, central banks were selling it down. They've bought it all back.
And the reason the central banks have bought it all back is because they plan to back a digital currency with it, whether it be a central bank digital currency or a stable coin. XRP will be gold-backed and priced at $2,953.62 per XRP by Q3 2025. They are never going to back XRP with gold. In fact, you don't want that to happen. And I've said that countless times. XRP is going to be moving the value of gold. But you know, Bitcoin Maxis, they still think you got to physically put one of those gold bars into a backpack and then get on a plane and drop it off at the other end. Tokenized gold is already happening at a very small level. I'm expecting that to pick up a lot of momentum. The gold never has to go anywhere. You're moving the value of that gold through digital assets like a gold-backed digital dollar from point A to point B. But you need a bridge. XRP can be that bridge. XRP will be moving the value of gold. It's going to be worth so much more than 1 ounce of gold. Meta, Amazon, and Microsoft say no to Bitcoin for Treasury. use, citing volatility and unclear value. You knew they were not going to open up these treasuries or these reserves. So they're saying it's because of volatility concerns, regulatory uncertainty, business focus. Major tech company shareholders are showing a preference to maintain predictability and stability. Both the tech and crypto industries are evolving quickly in the face of AI and digital transformation. So organizations appear keen to focus on core business rather than being distracted by speculative assets. They're going to focus on things that are going to improve their business. Think about it like this. If something doesn't solve a problem for these companies, why the hell would they create a stockpile for it? Plus, there's fiduciary responsibility. Corporations need to balance innovation with commitment to their shareholders. A legal obligation to manage assets responsibly doesn't align with Bitcoin. The tech companies know that there's no real value in Bitcoin. However, over the coming months, most likely we will see these same companies create an XRP reserve or an XRP treasury because they could actually utilize XRP to fix their cross-border payments problems. Plus, they could use it for on-demand liquidity as well. Bitcoin doesn't solve problems, and that's what it comes down to. And all Bitcoin maxis hate this picture right here. Ripple, built by Bitcoiners. Bitcoin equals beta test coin. XRP is the final product. Hate it or love it, but the truth will always be the truth. Anybody that holds XRP always says the same thing. David Schwartz is one of the 4 Satoshis. But the reason that Bitcoiners don't want to believe this is because they made money in Bitcoin. So that's all they see. They can't see past it. It's like because you got to win by investing in this cryptocurrency, you don't see any other cryptocurrency. That's also why they separate Bitcoin from the rest of the crypto space. They always try to sell it as it's something better than XRP or XLM, XDC, and so on. But it's not. It's outdated tech is what it is. Despite Trump's backing, crypto is choosing Mika over America. You know, a lot of companies are still choosing to push overseas. And I think it's because the U.S., they're lagging behind. They can't get anything done in a decent time frame. It's like he even put a deadline on crypto regulations for August. It still should have happened much sooner. Everything should have got fast-tracked because we already lost 4 years with Biden. Now the rest of the world is pushing way ahead of the United States. And that is going to continue to happen at the rate we're going. It's all talk in Washington with no action. Like you see here. Coinbase receives MiCA approval from Luxembourg, a major step in Europe's regulated crypto evolution. Clear signs XRP and compliant assets are positioning for a massive bull run. Bullish. It absolutely is bullish because this is MiCA is also going to help USDC or LUSD because it's pushing Tether out. And I'm expecting every other country to do the same thing because you're not going to have regulations that are going to be different going from one country to another, or cross-border payments just wouldn't work. So once we seen MiCA, that was an indicator on what we're going to have in every other country. XRP explodes in South Korea. Now, the number 1 most traded crypto on Korean exchanges, grabbing a massive 12.86% share of $1.63 billion in daily volume. The Korean market is going wild for XRP. Are you paying attention? You know, they were always ahead of us when it comes to technology. They always seem to see the future before everyone else does. And the fact that they're going big on XRP, that tells you what's coming. You could see it coming now. You know, the digital shift is happening at a very accelerated rate. You even have David Sachs telling you that the digital dollar is here. It's a stable coin, but people still don't want to believe it. The new financial system is already happening. Once regulations are in place, it's going to be implemented very soon after. July is the best month for XRP, according to trading history. But you know what? January was supposed to be big. February was supposed to be big. Every month so far was supposed to be the month that it happens. And so far, all we got was delay after delay during this cycle. Every time this market looks very bullish, looks like it's about to happen, something else happens first, bringing everything back down. I would like to see XRP start moving up throughout July. That would be great going into alt season later this year. But there's going to be a lot of big catalysts along the way. And as those catalysts are happening for XRP, people are going to be saying XRP is leading us into alt season, but yet alt season won't even start yet. That'll be on top of alt season. I really do believe this is going to be the year that XRP flips Bitcoin's market cap and takes the #1 spot. Everything that we see right now and everything that's coming for this cryptocurrency is going to solidify that, because anybody that was giving price points between $20 and $30, they're now talking about $40 to $50. Even some of the most conservative predictions out there still put XRP at $30 plus. Then you talk about alts, everything else on top of that. That would just be alt season happening. Now you factor in ETFs, you factor in these treasuries happening, you factor in tokenization getting the green light through regulations, and regulations by themselves also very bullish for a cryptocurrency like XRP. The case ending, ISO, it's like overwhelming seeing all of this still coming, and we haven't even gotten to alt season yet. I'm telling you, this is going to be an absolutely epic run when it begins. And all you got to do is make it until it happens. You can't sell when the market turns red. You don't lose anything unless you actually sell. But until it all happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.